Okay, cool. Can you start off and introduce yourselves to our site visitors?
Yes. I'm Amanda, this is Abner, and we're Johnnyswim.
Great, well we're backstage here at Firefly. How are you enjoying the weekend so far?
We just got here, so we're just starting to enjoy the wonderful weekend, but so far so good. We've played some cornhole. I think after this we're going to go see Lucius play. So far so good.
I heard these festivals are kind of like rock and roll summer camp where
it
everybody
is.
Meets up and they're like having
100%.
It's true. Funny enough, Lucius was this is like our 4th festival in a row that we played with him or something. And so it is like it's old friends getting together, hanging out. Our tent's down from there. There's a bunch of other bands. St. Paul and the Broken Bones aren't at this one, I don't think.
No.
But they're playing a bunch of other festivals that we're at. It always feels, especially at our level, where we call it the knife fight. You're not rock stars by any stretch, but you got some fans, you're having a good time, and it's an honor to be at a festival like this. There's a sense of camaraderie with all of us on the come up.
Yeah.
What do you enjoy the most about playing in festival environments?
Meeting new people.
I think meeting new people, and I think just the energy is so much fun, and it's so different than, playing in small clubs. You kind of get a small version of that, but these big festivals, everybody's here for days, and it's sweaty, and everybody's
and
it just
all
feels
in,
free,
man. We're gonna sweat together. We're gonna breathe in the dust together.
It's just free.
We're gonna pass out together.
Yeah.
Yes, I think there will be some passing.
Yeah.
We drove around a little bit to see some of the other stages, and there's a lot of dust here.
Yeah.
Which I guess is true. That's like a festival standard anywhere in America. But man,
the
like
bandana,
as the cars are going by,
with
if
the
you are not covering a layer of dirt by the time you leave, you do
something's
not
wrong.
enjoy it.
Yeah,
you
exactly.
did something wrong. You just stayed in the woods. That's no fun.
Absolutely. So what can you share with us about what you guys are working on right now?
We just put out our first record called Diamonds. It's our first full length. We've done a bunch of EPs, and so that's kind of like our little baby. So we've just been on the road touring that, and then we get to do Lollapalooza this year and ACL, and we're just going to be touring the rest of the time. Yeah, we're really excited, and I think we're going to try to squeeze in a little Christmas EP too, because we're both big fans of the holidays. So we thought, what better way to celebrate than to do a little EP? So I think we might do that.
Nice.
Yeah.
So, can you take me in the recording process for the album?
Yeah.
Maybe one or two songs in particular, and tell me what the mindset was like.
Heck yeah, my favorite, probably 2 of my favorite experiences recording on this album. One is a song called Over, which is the last song on our album. Our album's called Diamonds on iTunes.
On iTunes.
You should love it. Also Best Buy and wherever albums are sold. And that one was fun because I loved the song. We wrote the song right before I produced the album. We wrote that song with our writing partner, Britton Newbill, right before we went into the studio, the day before we started recording. And we set up the piano track. It's a piano vocal track, and I knew I wanted it to have something more. And we experimented a lot. So we started with the piano and a scratch vocal, then we put the real vocal on it. And then we added some acoustic guitar. Then at that point I realized, there's something with the rhythm section that should be cool. So we spent a whole day on drums just on that song, late into the night. And we created this, it piles on top of each other, where by the end of the song it's kind of this epic anthem-y kind of thing.
And the cool thing about the whole recording process is that we recorded at Gary Pichosa, who's like a legendary engineer and producer himself, at his studio at his house. And he, not only is he awesome at making things sound great, but he's also a great beer maker and gumbo maker and cocktail maker. So everybody would just pile up. Yeah, we would pile up in his garage where the studio was, and everybody would kind of hang out and have beer, and he'd make some gumbo and snacks.
We'd take a gumbo break, take a beer break, and then get back at it.
So it felt super creative and fresh, and it wasn't like we were in some big fancy studio and we were, felt like all this pressure. It was really free, and it felt like we were doing it at home with our friends, which I feel like, is great for the creative process.
A character to the album.
It helps you be yourself. I think ultimately at the end of the day, it helps you kind of put yourself on the record, as opposed to feeling like you have to make it be something that maybe it's not,
Well, what I like is that I don't feel you guys can really be boxed into one particular genre or another, and it's great because I think it's refreshing for listeners to be able to pick up different elements of sound and everything.
Thank you for that.
Yeah, what goes into that? Like, how important is that for you guys?
For us, it's good.
Go ahead. You had.
All right, I'm gonna go. For us, it's invaluable because we love so much different music. We love so many different genres, and so music is our passion. It's our outlet for life itself. Like, we go on all these adventures, we get to travel together, we serve with nonprofits around the world and all kinds of stuff, and music is our outlet to kind of be able to put into 3 minutes and 30 seconds an emotion, an experience, a feeling, a trip, a journey, a year, a life, a loss, a gain, whatever. And it's important for us to be able to get it out with all the elements that are true within us, which is sounds different on different songs. You know, it's I love
Everything
that.
isn't going to have the same emotions.
Yeah.
Like, don't feel the same emotions.
Exactly. So I love like Diamonds, the lead track of the album, is super hopeful. You know, trying to be inspirational song. Pay Dearly is this bluesy, kind of really pissed off tune, and then Over's this sad breakup song. Don't ever come back to me. This is done. Everything I thought we had was never true anyway. And it's fun to, in the same way we travel different elements of life itself, to be able to use different genres of music.
Absolutely. I mean, what's fascinating to me looking at it from a songwriter's perspective is the ability to tell a whole story and weave that type of emotion in a 3 to 4 minute time period and have it have that effect on a listener. It's incredible.
Thank you.
Yeah. Sorry.
So I was reading up on you guys a little bit, and there's always been this confusion about the name.
Yeah.
And I've seen lots of Wikipedia entries and things.
Right.
What's the
Wikipedia is a
story?
weird thing. There's a lot of wrong things on Wikipedia. For instance, it says that she used to tour with her mom. It's not true. She never toured as a backup singer with
I
her
wasn't
mom.
a backup singer.
And Amanda always tells this. I mean, tell them the story. Like, there's one story.
Well, it's kind of funny because it's not. We had this whole
Sounded like a
thing
duck
when we
was back there.
first.
Yeah.
I was like, what was that?
When we first started kind of writing and singing together, we
It sounded like a duck.
sounded like a duck.
It did.
Speaking of a duck, so when we first started writing and singing together, we would be at my parents' house, which is in Nashville, and they live kind of out in the middle of nowhere, and there are lots of animals and things, and it wasn't a duck, it was a not a seagull. What are the things that go in the water and dunk their heads in?
Yeah, the little bird thing.
Like a pelican.
Pelican, that's exactly what it was. So a pelican comes and it's like trying to get this fish, and we kind of had this long joke about Swim Johnny. We named the fish, we named the pelican, we came up with this whole story.
Because at some point you start rooting for the fish.
Yeah, and you're like, oh, so it was like this whole commentary back and forth. And from that, it became a nickname. Our friends that were with us were like, you guys are weird, and you guys just spent 45 minutes like commentating this whole pelican fish situation. And so, the tagline was Swim Johnnyswim. They took that and made it our nickname, and then the nickname just became the band name.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think we got it straight.
It's not exciting. People think band names are all going to be cool. They're not. Sometimes it's just Johnnyswim because a pelican and a duck and a fish.
I was going to say we could turn it into a duck.
Yeah,
today.
it's a duck.
So-
It was a duck. And the duck's following us behind
is.
here.
It's our mascot.
It's our mascot.
So, what do you guys have planned for the rest of the summer?
Non-stop
Just
playing.
non-stop shows. And we do get to visit Harry Potter World in Orlando,
Exciting.
which we're very excited about because
We're
we're
big
big
Harry Potter
fans.
Shout out to my aunt. She put it together. So.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, so we're really excited about that, and obviously we're playing lots of fun festivals and shows and stuff like that. And we're going to Europe at the end of the summer, which is we're taking a vacation. We
Not
called
work,
everybody
it's 10 days.
and said, book us out. And unless it's like a lot of money, we're gone. Don't call us. And that's huge. We haven't done that in a couple years, so.
Well, enjoy.
Yeah.
I'm sure it is well deserved. Thank you guys so
yes,
much for taking your
yes.
time. I appreciate it.
Yes, of course. It was
Thank
nice to
you.
meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I want